Collaboration, trade, and export opportunities were on the minds of more than 250 business, civic, and education leaders as they came together for the I-69 International Trade Corridor Summit. Whether they were looking to export products, distribute domestically, or receive materials, summit participants learned how to make it happen in the corridor. The 4 counties that make up the corridor's 2,500 square miles include Shiawassee, Genesee, Lapeer, and St. Clair. Highways, railways, waterways, and airways all play a role in the unique transportation advantages of the corridor. That's why hearing from the summit's diverse panel of speakers provided welcome insight into the ways working collaboratively will yield economic benefit for the region.
Our organization essentially represents most of the agricultural business enterprises in the state of Michigan, and this area, the region, is certainly one of the primary and important parts of agricultural production, processing, handling, warehousing, infrastructure of the entire state. We are very, very interested in enhancing some of those logistic issues, growing the industry, and looking forward to new opportunities.
There are many unique services and tools that we can help provide to this region, and specifically the businesses in this region. We have an export program that is really helping companies that desire to export their goods and services to various countries. We also have a Pure Michigan Business Connect efforts, and this is really taking a look at what exists here in the state. What companies are already here, are seeking to grow and expand, and how can we connect them so they can continue to grow in the state? Those are 2 big areas that we can help with this region's development.
The resources in this region, primarily again infrastructure and transportation, are resources that we need to take more advantage of and do a better job with and improve efficiency. There's only 2 natural deep water ports, for example, in the state of Michigan. One's in Detroit, second is in Port Huron. We need to use it. Rail, the natural hub that exists in the city of Flint, not just for inbound but outbound material, whether it's grain, commodities, whether it's inbound fertilizer, whatever it may be. We need to do more warehousing in this region to position products both in and outbound to make sure we take advantage of various cost efficiencies for producers in the region. Finally, intermodal transportation and some of the intermodal opportunities here are pretty interesting. We do an awful lot of container export business that winds up on the east coast of Canada or the east coast of the United States. We do an awful lot of things that wind up on the west coast as well, headed for Southeast Asia and other parts of the world. It's important that we maximize those resources and take advantage of them. It helps us, it improves the financial picture, and also brings jobs to the region.
There are definite strategic assets within this region that can benefit not only the MEDC but the state as a whole, and that relates to its logistics ability and its relationship with Canada and its proximity to Canada. Canada is one of our largest trade partners, and the fact that there are many different transportation modes that exist within this region to help us export our goods is a strong asset that this region has.
I think awareness of agriculture is something that we want to bring to the fore. Every one of these local communities has a major presence of agriculture in their areas and their communities. Too often we take it for granted. It's been there forever. We see it every day. We drive by it every day. Most don't realize that many of those facilities are exporting every week. Those facilities are moving grain every week, every day. Those folks are bringing in fertilizer, bringing in all sorts of commodities. There's a lot of activity. You just need to look in the backyard and take advantage of those new challenges, opportunities, and help grow the business and the community.
I think this summit today has been a great example of what we hope at the state level happens in the regions, and the development of the regions, and regions coming together to make their regions successful based on their existing assets. And then when the region is successful, the entire state is successful. So today just provided a great example of businesses, municipalities, and other service organizations within the region coming together saying we are here to help support the region and then the state as a whole.